are you?
I'm good. How are you, Linda?
I'm great, thank you. To introduce ourselves, I'm Linda Wilson, and I'm the primary instructor and owner of Learn to Transcribe Academy. And one of my recent students was the lovely Miss Barbara, and I'll turn it over to her and let her introduce herself to us.
I am Barb. I live in the Oklahoma City, Oklahoma area. I have a teaching background. I taught school for a few years and then stayed home to raise my boys. Now that they're older, I was looking for something else to do. And I came across Linda actually in a Facebook group. I was searching out transcription, just any information I could find on transcription. And I came across Linda's post on her fast track transcription course. And I think she had just posted it, and I jumped right in, not knowing a thing, but I jumped right into her course and decided to take it. So
great. And so we did the fast track training, and you were one of the students in the fast track training intensely for 2 weeks, right?
Right. Yes.
60 hours. And when we finished, did you feel like you were ready, trained well enough to go into an apprenticeship?
I did. It was a lot of information in the 2 weeks, but what I liked about it is that we had access to everything that we covered, so I could go back and look through things, look through the information again to get a refresher, or to if I didn't catch something the first time, I could go back in and look at it. But yeah, I think once I made it through the 2 weeks, like I said, I went in cold, not knowing anything about transcription, and came out feeling fairly confident in starting apprenticeship. So I think, that's a lot to cover in 2 weeks, and coming out and feeling like, I'm ready. I don't know everything, but I know I'm ready enough to jump in and get started.
Absolutely. Yes. It was pretty intense. It was almost amazing that we could do that in 2 weeks. But when you finished, and let me back up a second. You said you came into this with zero transcription background. You've never done this before.
Zero.
All right.
Never done this before.
I can't tell you how proud I am of you, of how fast you caught on to everything. That's fabulous. And so I don't know if it's because you're so smart or because of my brilliant teaching. That's just a joke. That's a joke. But anyway, so when you finished, you did get the apprenticeship, like I said, and you've now finished that, and you're out doing regular work, on your own, correct? Great. All
correct,
right.
Yes.
Well,
yes.
Let me ask you this: on your on the courses, I mean the pieces and parts of the course, have you ever taken any self-study courses online?
Yes.
Did you feel go ahead.
I have started, not completed. I have started a couple different courses.
How did you feel that compared to doing the live, where I'm in there with you, literally with you?
I don't think there really is a comparison. I mean, when you do a self-paced course on your own, now others might be different, but life gets in the way and it gets shoved to the side, and before you know it, weeks and months have passed and you haven't made any progress in those courses. But what I liked about your course is that I knew you were going to be there in person on screen, at a certain time of day, and that held me accountable. I was there, and all I needed to do was show up, and you were going to take my hand and guide me through all of it. So, I mean, there is a comparison, I guess, but really there's no comparison, because to have somebody that is so confident in their course that will take you through it personally. I mean, that's very valuable.
Well, great. Well, how did you feel about the overall value of the course for what you paid and what you received from it?
Well, like I said, I went in and not knowing anything and didn't know what to expect. But I think the value from what I paid, I think the value is by far more than what I actually paid for the course. Because if we had any questions going through it, you were right there. And if we didn't understand something, you would pause and not go on and make sure we understood what we were going over before we moved on to something else. So, I mean, that's very valuable in itself.
Right.
So, and you were there to ask, we could ask questions to and get answers immediately. So
great. And then following after you graduated, were you able to contact me if you had any other questions, that kind of thing? Just sort of follow up afterwards?
Yes, absolutely. I mean, you were very good about answering emails, phone calls, and very quick too. I mean, I didn't have to wait hours or days. I mean, you were really quick in responding. So that's always good. That's good. I knew I would get an answer soon and not have to wait.
Right. Well, my goal is for you to succeed and do well and make a good career with this, make a lot of money. And I really mean that. But if someone were on the fence, just sort of thinking about this, what would you say to them as far as my training in general or the fast track? Just if somebody, ask you your opinion.
My opinion, I was on the fence myself because I did not know anything. I have signed up for courses before. Never a live course like this. But my advice for somebody who is sitting on the fence, really, what do you have to lose? That's what made me jump in, because I looked at it as, where could I be in 2 weeks versus where I am now? I mean, I would not, if I didn't jump in, nothing in my life would change. But if I had jumped in and did the course in 2 weeks, I would be better off. I would have a job. I would be doing something. So I would say anybody that's sitting on the fence, you really have nothing to lose. Just jump in and go. So
great.
And you'd be grateful for it. It'll be good for it.
Well, it's not just learning something. This is career training, and to me,
it is. Yes,
I see that as a difference. Like you might just take a single course on learning SEO for your website. That's a great thing to know, but that's different from learning how to actually come out on the other side with a true career. And so I sure do thank you for your time. And
absolutely.
And I appreciated you.
I thank you for.
Well, I appreciated you.
I thank you for all your knowledge and everything too.
Well, thank you so much, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful career. And if you need me at any time, you just reach out. You know where to find me. Okay. Thank you, Miss Barb.
Linda.
Bye-bye. Have a great, great day.
Bye-bye. You too.